Okay, I want to address asset location. I've referred to asset location in previous videos, so I want to give a quick video on what asset location is. Asset location refers to the notion that some investments are better held in some account types. Now, the goal of asset location is, given a pre-tax rate of return, what is the best way to maximize the after-tax rate of return? That is the goal of asset location. Now, if you only have an RSP account, or maybe even an RSP account and a TFSA account, asset location is less relevant. If you have investments in all three, the RSP and derivative accounts, the tax-free savings account, and the non-registered account, that's when asset location becomes important. There are two main tenets to asset location. Tenet number one is interest income, and dividends from foreign corporations are heavily taxed in a non-registered account. They are taxed at your marginal tax rate. And the second tenet is capital gains can grow big over the course of a lifetime. If you make an investment, let's say you make an index investment when you're 25 years old and you let it grow and now you're 95 years old, well, you are going to have a pretty darn big capital gain on that. Now, where is it best that that is held? Now, the third thing is asset location is part art and part science. Asset location would be easy if we knew with certainty what the returns would be. We could place them in the proper account. The example I like to give is, I've given this example before. I put $10,000 into a stock, and magically in 5 years it's worth $3 million. Well, I would want that in the TFSA account. Secondarily, I'd probably want that in the RSP account, and my third choice would be the non-registered account, because when I go to sell that, that would be a pretty hefty tax bill. Even with the fact that capital gains receive preferential tax treatment in the non-registered account. Now, the big thing is you don't want a bunch of interest income in a non-registered account. Let's say you're offered a 3% GIC within a non-registered account and your marginal tax rate is 30%. Well, your after-tax rate of return is 2.1%. The government's taking 30% of your return, you're keeping 70% of your return. So that is the main tenet. It's a secondary concern. Don't get too hung up about this, especially if you don't have investments within a non-registered account. Now, one thing I want to make clear, if you have money in a non-registered account and for some reason you do want to buy a GIC in that account, and somebody says we've got a 3% paying GIC or a 2% paying GIC, you take the 3. You know, even though you end up paying more tax, you do take the 3. So if you have some cash sitting in a non-registered account that you know you're going to do nothing with, you buy the GIC, you pay the tax, and you're still better off than you would be had you not bought the GIC. That's pretty obvious, but I just want to make sure that we understand that point as I talk about asset location. Okay, thank you for watching.